So right now I will show you how to use evidence-based practice research and how to use the library at the SUNY Broom to help you with your research. Evidence-based practice is essential in nursing because it ensures that clinical decisions are grounded in the best available research, combined with clinical expertise and patient preference. Using reliable evidence promotes safer, more effective, and more consistent patient care, reduces errors, and improves health outcomes. It also helps nurses stay current with advancements in treatment, technology, and standards of practice, strengthening professional accountability and quality of care. In everyday life, evidence based thinking is just as important. It relies on trustworthy, validated sources rather than assumption, opinion, and misinformation, supports better decision making in areas such as health, finances, education, parenting, and daily problem solving. Using credible evidence helps people choose actions that are more likely to lead to positive outcomes, avoid unnecessary risks, and engage critically with information. Whether in a nursing or in a daily living, evidence based practice encourages thoughtful reasoning, informed choices, and a commitment to accuracy and truth. In different way to say this is when somebody tells you that they researched something using YouTube videos, clips, is not really evidence-based practice. So now I will show you how to find the library website. When you go to the academic programs, you see where it says academic resources, different things are there, but library is one of those. When you go to the library, there's stuff inside of this library. Here's a virtual one. You can see here that says quick search, everything, articles, book and media, reserves, and other libraries. So what I'm interested right now to show you is this databases A to Z list. Here's a journals A to Z list, and there's some nursing journals there, and then there's advanced search. So if I go to database A to Z, right now what I'm interested is CINHAL. So I can go and click here. And you see here says CINHAL Plus with a full text. So let me just kind of say what the CINHAL is. It is named, the real name is Cumulative Index to Nursing and Allied Health Literature. It is specialized research database that provide access to high quality peer-reviewed articles, evidence-based guidelines, clinical research, and professional literature in nursing and allied health. Students can use it to locate trustworthy information for assignments, care plans, journal reflections, and evidence-based practice project. CINHAL is easy to use. Students can search by keywords, medical subject headings, author, publication date, or type of study. Filters help narrow results to full text articles, research study, evidence-based practice review, qualitative studies, or specific patient population. Because the database focuses on nursing and health sciences, searches are more accurate and relevant than general internet searches. Using CINHAL teaches students how to rely on credible, scholarly sources, an essential skill to safe nursing practice. It ensures the information they use is current, evidence-based, and professionally validated, helping them develop stronger clinical reasoning and a higher quality academic work. So, when you go here as a nursing student who is trying to finish the school and becomes a professional nurse, you can click on that and you see now says login. Okay, I'll log in. Send me the text message. So because it is used through the BCC, it's practically needed to say, are you the student? So don't be surprised with this asking. So now I will show you some of these steps that you need to do when you're searching for something. So you see it says searching CINHAL Plus with the full text. Okay, so that is a full text. Here's a peer reviewed. So I want that to be. What this means peer reviewed is that more than one person who is expert in a certain area looked the articles and approved the articles before they were published. Articles usually are focused on some research, some new ideas in a field or something like that. So before it can be published, there are people who are reading it and making sure that what is being published is actually um, relevant to the area of the research science. So if I want here to research something in this way, I have two options. Just look here and search for articles, or I can do the advanced, which I like more. So say like struggle in a um, nursing students, or student nurse, or undergrad. So anything that has this part in articles will be searched and say struggles or challenges or obstacles and school, or what we can say, life balance, um, life changes, something like that, right? So this is what I'm doing. So now what I can say is peer reviewed. We check that one, right? It could be research article. It doesn't have to be at this moment for your kind of search. It's more like I am looking into what is out there if I want to connect my thoughts about nursing struggles and students, nursing students in general. So I have that. And you see, like a first author is a nurse, any author is a nurse. Usually it's a 5 years period that needs to be in from the time when you're searching for something. Okay, language you see can be any, but if we just go with the English, it will just give us English language. So it's more, you see, you can kind of go by the publication, what is it, biography, books, etc., etc., etc. So these are different kind of things that you can limit, right? And now we are searching for that. So when we search, it will give us different uh, information, okay? And you see that engaging nursing students with behavior change intervention designed to improve their lifestyle, innovative interprofessional curricular modules. So it's only two of these right now that are selected that are peer-reviewed in academic journals, okay? So practically not a lot of people seems like talked about it. So if I go here, let's just see if there's a 10 in the last 10 years, were there more of those? And there are a few more, but still not so many articles in that. Nursing student experience with type 2 diabetes in Jordan, innovative to professionals. So engaging students in the behavioral change intervention designed to improve. So I can say, okay, let me see what is here. See, it's a peer reviewed, it's an academic journal. It is in the last 5 years. So let me see what they're talking about. So you see how it says here, it's there. You can download, you can have the access options, see PDF, online full text. So if I click online full text, it should take me to the EBSCO, and here's that article. So I'm trying to say that my struggle in nursing is pretty much not unique for me, but many other students out there are in the same way struggling as I'm struggling as a student. So I will read this to see what they're talking about, and because it kind of reflects that um, seeking, you can say, reassurance. Okay. So you see how it here says nursing students often experience stress due to academic demands, including placement in a hospital setting, negative impact, physical, emotional well-being, resulting in a ill health. So here's they are citing the number 12, okay, article that is down there listed in references. So if I go here to article number 12, they did not really go it like that, but 9, 10, 11, it looks like this one here is Lifestyle Factors and Mental Well-being, a Bachelor Nursing Program Observational Study, was published in 2022. Okay, so I am looking into this peer-reviewed um, research that is talking about struggling of the nursing because I wanna support my statements. I cannot just say I know it. How you know it? Who else said it? What did they say? Is the way of talking formally and academically about any issues. So see, like they're talking about the survey, how it was done, webinar was done, social media combined, everything that they did. And then here they were looking into what actually happened during that research. Okay, so you see how they say these opportunities, obstacles may be overcome by offering free fitness courses that encourage students to go with a group of friends making physical activities. So what they focused on is to say, what can we give to the people to be more healthier in a nursing school? Uh, Nursing students need to be healthier than general population to act as a role models for patients with unhealthy lifestyle. Current models of behavioral changes suggest that if people have a capabilities, opportunity, and motivation to change their behavior, then they will be more likely to do so. So, say if I'm talking about in my place about how hard is it to keep up with the requirements and everything else, I can say that Austin and May in 2024 talked about engaging nursing students in behavioral changes interventions, and they found that those students who were um, invited and provided with opportunities changed their behaviors based on that. So you can argue then and say, if we would have enough opportunities to see different ways of practicing or dealing with the stress, as a students, we would be less stressed. You see, even that is a very wide statement, but at this level of engagement with the research and evidence-based practice and peer-reviewed journals, I the goal is to connect your statements with something you found in literature. Later, you will ask for much more, and you will have to really support everything you're saying. So I want to cite this. So here's a citing, here's the APA, here's my cite in an APA style. And I copy to the clipboard. I need to just make sure that everything is correctly done, and it is. How do I know I refer to the APA 7th edition? This is my this is my citation. I cited that in my paper and I move on. So that's pretty much how this works. If you want to say, find something else about it, okay, I will go here and I'm trying to find, you see, like you can look for other databases also that are available at the library, but this one is pretty good for the nursing. But you can see, okay, okay, I can use that one too, right? I can use me Medline. I'm not sure, but it's a good research place. Here's educational research. So all of these I can select and say these are the databases where I want to look for something. Okay, and I can say here I am looking for if I'm talking about orthopedic patients. Okay, we can say, let me see, orthopedic surgery procedures, hip or knee, and look at this number, 813,000. Okay, so we say we want to do the peer reviewed. Okay, about it. Now it's a little bit less than that. Okay, but I can go advanced and I will say nursing care. Okay, or nursing interventions. And I search. Again, it's going down to the 2,740. So I say, well, okay, that's fine, but maybe I need to do in the last 5 years and see how much I will get now. So you see now its number is at 823. So with every new restrictions that we're looking, uh, it is it becomes less and less uh, number of the articles, and then we skim through this. Sometimes we skim and just look if the selected article actually is something that I want to research more to support some of my statements. For example, if I say that I did not observe very good hygiene um, for the surgical site, this would be the very good one that I can click on and say, in the research done by blah, 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 they were saying uh, using these nursing interventions would help with decreasing of the infections. Okay. So again, you have to sign here and everything else, but you can see how this is available. And if there is a problem with that, again, you can request from the library to give that to you. Here's a citation. This one is not APA 7. Yes, yes, it is. Oh, because they didn't use you have to have a author of this. Okay, so the machine did not pull the author of this article. Author comes first, then the year, then the article, and this is not very good APA style. Okay, so this is how we find uh, articles that we want, say, to uh, quote or reference to when we're talking about in our journals and in our evidence-based practice projects. Other part that you also can be aware of, that would be the word, I guess, is when you go to the SUNY Broom library as is, there's a lot of other things that you can do in a library. Okay. If I end up getting there, right? It doesn't want to click this one there. Okay, let me do this. sunybroom.edu/library. Okay. You see, like there's a books and medias. Here's the reserves. Reserves can be sometimes about different classes and stuff like that. So you can find it there. Okay. Research guides are here also. Tells you how to research something. APA style guide is here. Here example that I was telling you that that other one was not the best example. So here's examples that you have. Here's a Google Doc templates for the APA style and everything else. So library as it is has so many resources, and at this moment, like I say, maximally what I would like to see is that you are able to refer to something and cite it correctly. So that would be a small guide about evidence-based practice and peer-reviewed articles.